Oh, hello, viewers.
Hello.
Here is Kathy and Donna again. And actually, we started yesterday already, as we planned this mostly on Mondays. And there was so much in the energy going on, and we had a beautiful conversation together. Stupid, we didn't record it, as we all navigate through this shifts going on, and releasing the old and coming back to the new you and discerning what you thought you were into what you actually are. And well, we just tuned in, and you shared something beautifully like, oh, I have to blow my nose and it's allergic stuff and it's the dust, and what your guides did tell you. What was their answer about that allergic reaction?
That I'm allergic to the old. I need to get rid of the old.
Exactly. I think we're all in the process of letting go. And that's such a challenging pronunciation, to let go. What is to let go? Because we place like we lose something. We do not focus that when you let go of something that doesn't resonate anymore, and in growing and evolving, it's a normal that you are going to contradict yourself in what you once thought or hold to be as a true. And when you wouldn't contradict yourself, then you wouldn't be growing. And every moment it goes so fast, it's already a new now moment. Because change is the only constant and all happens now. But is in this big shifts what we're going through, we think we have so much to let go of, so much to cleanse, so much to purge, so much to have an understanding of. And actually to focus on do, and work, we keep bringing the old into the new, and that what already was ready to go, or you already had an awareness of, it already changed. We drag it back in to use it as an example or to assist others with. As well, we are so aware, and this was our discussion yesterday as well. Like, we want to bring something that people can get an understanding of the process and whatever. But there is so much out there already. And really, what we are longing for is to fully embody the other aspect, the consciousness level on a higher frequency that is a radiance in frequency, in light, in exploration, in flow, in jumping into the new, that we honor each other already with all our beautiful gifts, all has a purpose and all is of value. And I'm a big believer of that for years already. And I always have been the odd one. And actually, I'm okay with being the odd one. And yesterday we came in that talk we had together. And like, we're already doing this. And we're still trying to make like maybe fit in, because we all need to earn our money. We all have things we have to navigate to have like a roof above your head, that you have your food in store, that you can do the things. But actually, I think it's brilliant what Bashar shares about what abundance is. And it's all, but it's to do the things you need to do when you need to do it. And that's period. So that brings a different approach to focus on what makes you happy, what you are drawn to do, what you have to just jump in before like overthink stuff. What could happen? Because that's already embodied as well. And that's the beauty of the subconscious as well. And some programs we have to biohack, let's call it that.
Yeah.
And to go in repetition. No more of the old. We already know how to do the new. And that's actually the only training really needed, to grab yourself, be honest to self. Oh, here I go again.
Yeah.
Okay, I promise myself new road. So, and all we have different skills and abilities. And it are our personal, authentic gifts and traits. And we want to evolve those, expand those. But when we are trying to fit in, it will not make us happy. And our body will tell us with imbalances, this is all stuff, to listen to what your body tries to tell you. That's the vessel. And we're so afraid of losing that fast form, because to us it's trained to be reality, but actually it's not. This is the dream state we already manifest by the second. We're so good at manifesting that we all are trained to see like a table as a table, but actually it's molecules resonating and moving all the time. So we are already doing it. And to not put it in a structure, a box, is to allow and say yes to whatever may come true in the moment that we could not possibly before thought of.
Yeah, I think you brought up something really important that landed for me, is that we are all unique in individuals, and we all have our own unique gifts. And I think for me anyway, in the beginning, when I was coming back online, developing my gifts, I was comparing myself to other people, the way that other people did things and their gifts and that. And then, that made me feel like I wasn't doing things right. Things weren't like, what's wrong with me? Why can this person do this and I can't do that? So I think it's really important to emphasize that we all have different gifts. We all have different abilities. We all have different ways that we receive information, from our higher self, guides, spirit, whatever, whatever label you want to give it. And that's beautiful for us. That's the right way for us. That's the way that it happens for us. And so just to have that awareness of, I'm not like anybody else. I don't get information like, everybody else does. And it's perfect for me. That's the way it happens for me, and just embracing it.
Yeah. And that resonance by itself, when you really, really claim your own resonance, or claim is a little strong word, but when you honor, when you are not afraid to make mistakes, or that it sounds stupid, or that you come online and you look horrible. Hey, it's a process. We're not 24/7, like always in high frequency. We are all going through the processes. And we became way too serious. And my frequency and my language is not yours, but still we have so much in common. And also there was a direct soul recognition from there where we came from, near to our source with the aspects we come to bring for the new to unfold. And I dare to say, as I did enough diving deep for myself, that I belong to the Anuhasi, that's a Syrian Lyran Arcturian connection from the three cedar races of the planet. And when you're just awake, you think like, yeah, right, what is that all about? But I know it is. It's the first language. I do speak light language, but so many people are speaking light language, and there is also a lot of not so high frequency who pretend. And even those layers I can feel, but it doesn't matter. They are as well journeying along according to their level of awareness. So I have judgment. But it's very, very important to stick to your own resonance, and that will show up out of nowhere. You don't have to look for it. It will show up. It will just show up right in front of you. And we tend to neglect those messages. So when we are neglecting all those synchronicities, or listen to our first feel, and then we start to communicate, create a story, ask for how other people will see it, you are like doing what you were just explaining, like seeing how other people do it, so I have to fit into that box. No. Don't compare yourself to another person, because it's unique frequency what you radiate at. And I have to tell myself over and over again, and especially when I changed my direction of my working environment, let's say. And I know to be a teacher, because that showed up in every profession I did. To me, I just remembered, and the gifts came out, and it was easy for me. So then it's also easy to assist others who want to learn something, to bring them forward, and then go move on to the next chapter, move on to the next chapter. And in between, you make choices as your innate self, your soul self, knows what you want to outgrow and what you want to bring forth. And we had that beautiful talk yesterday. We are ready to explore. That is more alignment with the 5D. And that's simply like 3D, 5D. It's just a way of expressing that we know where we are heading to. It's simply a higher frequency level, a new radio station you tune into. This is as well the energy that brings the pineal gland to become more open and to retune into that new frequency. And there are some simple tunes you can hear if somebody speaks from experience and from heart and is open. That sounds different than when somebody is speaking from mind. It's a different frequency, different tremble.
Yeah, I think also what you said about your body and tuning into your body. Was having a conversation with a friend last night, and I was telling her about this person, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to, because I wasn't sure about this person. And she said, your body is telling you no. Like she said, I can just tell the way when you start to talk about it, like your body just clenches up. And she's like, I was just watching your mannerisms as you're just, not listening to your words, but really watching the way your body was reacting. So, and I was not aware of that until she said it. And then I thought, oh yeah, she's right. So I think that's an important thing to circle back around. What you said is that listen to our body, like your body doesn't lie to you. Your body's going to tell you, your body is an antenna. So your body's picking up things and, transmitting things and receiving things. And so that's really important to tune in to be aware of what is your body telling you? How are you feeling about whatever it is, like you said, the information you're receiving, all of that. So,
yeah, most of the time that just simply flows through to me my whole life is I know, I don't know how I know, but I simply know because I trust how my body reacts. The same
mhm,
that, well, you all go to your school period and then you have to make a decision what you want to be going to do for your working life.
mhm,
And I remember all the tests came out. I had to go to university, and to me there was like, oh, I
mhm,
was a very active person. I like to create things, to work with my hands, and my mom was more tuned into it's good to have your papers and then you have a proper job and a proper income and you can take care of yourself. As in that period of time, I'm now 53, and hey, they came from after war building up, do not have a choice but be taking care of you and have some savings. So for sure she was like, okay, learn something that you are always can fall back to. And all in me was like, oh, no way. And I saw my father was like working with his hand, creating all these beautiful ceilings and building and restoration work of the old constructions and the beautiful ceilings and the plaster work. And when I was a little child, I already was in his big place and assisting him. And I felt way more by creating or having an innate love for skills, just skills of art, of music. And my mom has those too. She was a beautiful pianist and playing the piano, very skilled, but she was scared of using that. So, and I went to my father and I'm like, oh, Dad, I do not want to go to university. I want to work with my hands. So, are you okay when I'm going to choose something different? And can you maybe have that conversation with my mom to tell her and to make sure that I can earn money by just free flowing? So I did. So I could support myself in a way because it
mhm,
was easy to work next to my study. And I eventually did do like higher schooling as well. So it was just a different road for me to explore all. And then you're here now. And due to choices made, you all come to a point like, serious, did I make this choice? Did I really want to fit in and get all these struggles and stuff? And I have to dive in deep to what I used to do, just jump, just change easily. We're moving and adjusting to the new. And now, due to all those old changes and all those choices made, I do not dare to jump that easily anymore. And I'm like, serious? Did I really brought up to myself this level of compression, playing it the safe way? As that is not at all who I am and who my soul is. It's
mhm,
very brave, jumping, paving pathways, changing, uh, showing new perspectives, opening up, exploring myself. And I want that back. I want to jump in that, and you want that too. So we're
mhm,
done with the old. So how are we going to proceed with this? Are we okay with, okay, you are an Akashic trained Akashic reader, it still serves you by opening the records. We also know the old timeline already is past, as we shifted already. So all that density that humans still have in traumatic experience in their blueprint, like the going under of Atlantis and Lemuria, bless you.
Thank you.
And that's a feminine aspect and a masculine aspect. And we came already into balance. We shifted those timelines. And the residue comes out of our vessel. That's for sure. But it can be done easily when you believe in a higher timeline.
Mm-hmm.
When you start trusting your connection, when you trust your inner voice that what comes through, when you start listening to how your physical body language is communicating with you, then you're already more in contact.
Yeah.
And I'm actually feeling expansion of a frequency of excitement to explore more, I don't care anymore that, yeah, I do speak light language. Yeah, the dragons do come through. Do I see dragons? No. It's to me a frequency. So I don't need to put it into a visual animal. I know they
Yeah.
did exist. But other people are more in tune with that. That's their aspect and their gifts and abilities. So I don't have that. That I know I'm connected with those beautiful beings. Yes, I honor them. And when I did start any healing modality, I started in 2002 already, and exploring. And every time you level up yourself, because so many restrictions, even in that field as well.
Right.
And I don't go by restrictions. We're not meant to. And we want to find new ways. We want to bring forward brilliance. We want to feel the joy and excitement of new things to open. And I feel how that frequency, I feel with bubbly energy coming up, like excitement, and I see your eyes start to sparkle as well. And the message is coming through. I told you straight away, the old Akash is closed. You have knowledge from the new Akash, or a different Akash, how humanity supposed to navigate, to build, to grow and evolve in a natural way. According to the 12 aspects of self, according to the 12 DNA strands, according to so much multidimensional aspects of self, connection to the stars, to the beautiful beings we have lived on different planets. Hey, he's wanting to say hi. Yeah, I want to be green as well. I like this frequency. He always comes when the energy goes up, and this old man jumps in and says, like, I want to sit in this energy. Now we're talking. So, and I think Cryan mentioned as well, Lee Carroll, and he mentioned like how we are wired. It comes from the inside radiating out. And I know that I can just whine and pine about that people are leaning into my energy. Hey, but this is what one of my purposes is. I have to radiate it out so people will level up more easy. And I can give there some little explanation, but too much information is about knowledge, and knowledge makes your mind boggle. And it's not meant to make your mind boggle, but to experience, to surrender to what is more, to receive. So I don't want like to make it too overcomplicated anymore. Not for myself and not for the path I chose to be on. And I don't know what will come through. I never know. It's always different, but it's always right because energy, radiance, radiance and frequency never lies. It's always spot on.
Yeah, I agree. I think if there's, people that are watching this and wondering, oh, how do I do this? How do I know? How do I, it's listening to your body. What is your body telling you? And then just staying in the flow. If you're feeling resistance or you're feeling that like something's not right, that's signal is there for a reason.
Accept it and question it. Why do I feel resistant? What is it telling me? The answers will come, and for everybody it's different, but it starts mostly with synchronicities. Hearing a conversation, the same word, the same song over and over again.
Numbers. 11, 11, 12, 12, different.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's how you are wired and what suits you in becoming aware, becoming like present, and start to listen to the signals that you resonate with. I don't care how people level up. And they like to read the Bible and find their blessings in that or their peace and their quiet. Hey, that's okay too. Yeah, you're sweet. There are really master healers. Cats. They don't see you as a person first. They see frequencies. They see radiance, light. And they feel protection shields. I see that when a dear friend from me comes in, and at first, because he comes out of his busy work day, and he also likes to smoke pot, so that's shutting off your field or brings down a gray field. So at first, when he comes in and he goes straight up to say hello to this little man, then he gets like smacked because he doesn't like that protection shield. Doesn't want to be around that density field. But then when he sits down and he has a coffee or whatever, then he's like, hey, I know you. I love you. And then he sits on his lap and he just crawls into him because he connects with the heart and just with the purity. And the same like when the frequency goes up, he jumps in to be present in these recordings every time, over and over again. So even our animals, they know the way. They know how to communicate energy. Nature knows how to communicate. Even the flowers are looking to us. They have multiple eyes. And they just can adjust to what is represented in that moment. So can we adjust to who we truly are? And can we say like, okay, I'm already doing it. I'm taking brave steps. I'm here for a long time. And only out of passion you will attract people who are drawn to you. So can we fully step into our passion without explaining, without putting first a format? And then the format will come to us in the moment and that will go faster. This is the routing we have to go. This is the topic for today. We just have to breathe, become silent, sit, feel, and it will flow.
Yeah.
And we want to bring more joy, even if the surrounding is showing so much density and we do
Right.
not believe it's there, but hey, it's what you focus on that will grow. And yesterday we decided we have this conversation just to share. We are going to jump in the unknown and see, by bringing on the meditation space or whatever, how we will bring it forward. Allow those that want to come through, that voice that wants to come through, that sound that wants to come through, that message that wants to be brought. And just enjoy it and make some fun, as we really want some fun, as it's been so overcomplicated, the old structures, the suppression, the fitting in, the adjusting. It was exhausting.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, I feel now energy is changing. There's a lot of bubbly energy. It's
Mm.
you feel your nerve systems activate. It comes in a different space already, and I like this silence. I do like that silence.
Mhm. I think that's one thing that we don't have enough of in this world today is the silence. Everyone's so busy, they have to have noise and they have to have music going or TV on or, the radio on or anything instead of really sitting in the silence, right? So
Hey,
important.
hey, that's why I had the best master ever to be trained by. Beautiful brand, and we're trained entertainment.
Mhm.
We're trained consumption. Actually, in the silence is where the magic starts to flow through.
Mhm. Yeah, it's beautiful.
So many sounds.
Mm.
Sound of silence. Hey, we had like that beautiful song from the Beatles. So
Yeah.
all truth spoken. And there is no competition either. There's truly no competition. And first become in wow of your own gifts, mirrored by when you can finally see the gift in others, what they have to bring, and don't compare yourself or but
Yeah.
see it equal, and then things start to change. And we're now on this choice point. Can you let go of your drama? Can you let go of your old programs? Can you let go of keeping control, no matter if you're an empath or when you have manipulative narcissistic traits? In the end, in the middle, we're all control freaks. So admit we're all control freaks. It's not our responsibility to bring forth or to overpower, but step back. And what is it really that wants to be expressed from this now moment? And we're both in that space now. We're done with the old. It's
Mhm. Yeah.
blowing out.
Yeah. Just release it. There doesn't have to be any like bad feelings or regret, or just, simply release it because you did the best that you could at the time with the tools that you had. And now you're more aware. Now you realize these things. Now you're more sensitive to the energies and things like that. And so just keep moving forward.
Yeah,
Don't look back.
choose again, choose
Yeah.
again. And it's also
Mhm.
that not that you will lose people, but when they are ready, they will come back.
Yeah.
When you have to say for now, no go.
Mhm. Yeah.
Hey, it's not to drag dead horses or pull dead
Yeah.
horses or whatever. There's no
Yeah.
better way. It's just what it is in the moment.
Mhm.
And hey, just admit as well when you're like myself. I know by the choices made in the last years. Hey, I'm a little bit more aware and do not jump that easily. And hey, but actually that is more in alignment with my true me. To be brave, to just hey, never done it, so I think I can do it. My best teacher ever. How do you call? I don't know how you call her in English. I believe you call her Pippi Langstrumpf, or well, it's like a children's thingy in the Netherlands. It's really really brilliant. Everybody knows it. It's from Sweden. Yeah, I've never done it. I think I can do it. She was just jumping and being weird and wearing one red sock and one green sock, lifting her horse and whatever she did do, living with a monkey and just exploring, being crazy and being weird and just be herself.
Yeah. Yourself.
And yeah,
The other thing that's dropping in right now is, we have our family, our friends, we love them, but they may not be on the same speed that we are. They may not be on the same, everyone's on their own path, their own journey, their own time frame. And as much as we may want them to, parallel us and ours, that doesn't always happen. Like you said, sometimes we have to say goodbye temporarily and then they catch up and they join us back later, or um,
it will
it's not
never
right.
hurt when it's done out of love. And we all have to learn that lesson.
Mhm.
Um, keep it open. You can always leave it open, but we are on a choice point,
Mhm.
and I'm done with the old like you are. And I really long for my crazy self.
Mhm.
Yeah, we become way too serious.
Mhm.
Uh,
Let the fun begin.
yeah, bring it on, bring it on.
Yeah.
A little challenging because it does help when the sun is shining. It's pouring rain and it's gray.
Mm.
But we create the weather as well. So you can see the density field as well. Everybody is releasing. Everybody feels a little bit unsafe, not sure, doesn't recognize themselves, but also know they can't go on what they keep doing. We all want to break free. We all feel that we have to make steps, and or we're fighting to make steps. And I know what makes me most happy, and that's connecting with graduate beings, uh, with Acturians, with Syrians, with other star beings, with Lyrans, being in the field with our dear friend Vivian Chauvet. That's when I'm speaking my language. Then I feel
Mhm.
that I can expand that, because hey, you don't feel like you're communicating against the wall. It's just together you create a space and you lift up and you can lean into that field. And that's what we're here to do. We have to bring that energy field where people can bask themselves in and easily level up. And
Like
yeah,
Bashar says, follow your joy.
yeah. But you first have to, and that's also a way to perceive when it doesn't work, then you actually start to remember what you do not like. When you don't know what you like anymore, so you find again what you do like. Hey, I like crazy stories, I like star beings. And be very honest, when there would be like an alien now in front of me, I would be in shock. So I have to be so open, not have any visions of how something should look like or be like. I have to really come into that space again. To like, I don't care. And with humans, I'm quite good. And still you can see like, okay, that's the density field around. I do not want to focus too much on it because I'm so open, and then that energy will merge with me. But it's not about that person or that density. It's about, I do not want to focus on it too much because I know I'm not yet back into that. I do not care. And still I can have a conversation no matter what level you are, because we are in this world together. And we grow to a time in this choice point that those who choose the other side or stay to learn more and stay into that more constructive field, that will stay as well. But we will grow apart so far due to our choice made that you will not see it anymore, because it's such a difference in frequency.
Right.
And I shared it as a human, but hey, this is just simply, I know that this is to be true. And that's my higher aspect, and is that I'm embodied fully my higher self. Yeah, most of the aspects I have fully embodied, and I'm simply this. And to me, the challenge is to accept the human form and to enjoy the human form, as I came with a purpose. But now there's more openness in, and I don't know what that purpose is for the next chapter in my life. So bring it on, bring it on. I'm excited for that. Yeah, for sure. Like you said, you want to bring those you love with you. And still, it's not our choice to make. But also, don't be hard on self when you sometimes drop back into to try.
Yeah, most of the time, those people that we're wanting, that we love, and we're wanting to bring with us, forward with us, catch up, want them to catch up, feel like it's our responsibility to make sure that they are aware of everything that we're aware of, but that's actually the weight that's holding us back, right, from expanding.
Well, not of benefit to them either, because they do not want to be aware. And it would be way easier when we level up even more in our radiance, because then they will see light, because light you can't miss. So they will come to you and ask you, now I'm curious, what did you do? How can it become that you start to look younger instead of debriding and wrinkling or whatever? Why do you look sparkly? Well, because I did do the diving deep and do the inner work, and I shifted and I shifted and I shifted to free myself. this is the only thing, because I want to be free, I want to play, I want to enjoy, and I honor the free choice of every individual. But I also want to use my logical mind and my intelligence for the new things I do not know, but things I know I resonate with, to follow that path. And level up. Oh, it's a really active crown now.
Hmm.
It's like knock, 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 knock. I know there is something that wants to come through, and I need to allow that, because I'm so used to have my full embodiment with higher self and connecting with more of those aspects to come aware of. It's there's more to open up, and I know that to be true as well. So I don't know what aspect of self or what other
Hmm.
being will come through, and still a little of my wanting to keep control and understanding. So I just have to admit that, because then when you fully admit that there's still some residue of that, that will make room. And I'm not perfect, and I do not want to be, because the imperfection makes me to stumble and fall, step back up, and just to be that child again that doesn't care, that just knows, I want to go that direction. I don't know why, but I want to go that direction. When you fall on the way and your knee is open, but you want to catch that red balloon, then you first will grab that red balloon, and then you will feel like, oh shit, my knee is open, and then you start to cry. And then
It's true.
children do it. And hey, I want to be that child, that innocent child that was so much more connected to the other dimension, to the other realm, because we just come straight from source. And over there, we made a choice like, yeah, I want to come back and I want to do it, and it's easy. But in a time
Hmm.
frame that we have here, it's like 72 years, it's like 36 hours being here. So when you hear that, oh, 36 hours, you think, oh, easy peasy, we're going to do that. And it doesn't feel like that when you come down.
Hmm. Yeah.
But it's speeding up, and we're building, and we're connecting, and we're being in those groups where we sit in those high consciousness fields. And even yesterday, I had a choice. I want some stability, because it was like with the corona and all choices made and what happened, it was a struggle to come into a 0 point again financially, and I came to that point finally this year, and then you feel how tired you were. So I wanted to have some stable income, and didn't feel any more energy to promote self, or to put myself up, or to put it in a framework that others could understand so they would find you. I'm really struggling for years with that. And and I had two beautiful choices yesterday, and I thought, oh, let's do them both together.
Hmm.
But I was still asked again to honor my human needs as well. So I made the wise choice for this now, instead of the more exciting choice.
Yeah.
But that's also making a choice that I know universe guides my way of growing and evolving, has an understanding that I'm ready for the next chapter.
Yeah.
As no matter if you go left or right, when you go out of your comfort zone, you're saying it, you're ready.
Yeah. Take that first step. That's the hardest.
Yeah. And I know anything what you want to create is possible.
Yeah, I'm just being reminded that we're not, just to remind everyone that we're not alone, even though our human self wants to take that on, like, I don't need any help. I can do it all alone. But we have help all around us, right?
And we
We
have to,
just have to ask.
yeah, we are leveling up together.
Yeah,
But my focus would be on the more multidimensional aspects, on the star beings, on this, the voices, the sounds that want to come through, the radiance. I don't care anymore. And if people do not understand me, then I'm okay. I'm okay with it because I want to be me and I want to be free and to bring joy back on the table.
mhm. Yeah. Well, I think I don't know this word for word, but Bashar does talk about that, about how we don't need to be so worried about like how other people are viewing us, how in that we just need to be ourselves, because the people that are meant to be in our field will be attracted to us if we're being our true authentic self. So then it doesn't matter what you do. It just matters that you be your true authentic self, and then others will come into
Yeah,
your field.
enjoy being you.
Yeah,
Self-love, self-esteem. It doesn't have to be from an egoic way, but it's just
right.
simply a nature. Honor yourself. Treat others like you want to be treated yourself. Hey, be the example and live by that example.
Mhm.
And don't stop because you want to have others around you. Know that you shared enough.
Yeah,
And if they make the choice to do that in a work, and they will level up with you. Because you know when something is genuine when somebody says yes, even if they don't know what they say yes to. And that is always stronger because that is connected to the higher self. Um, so funny that energy wise, there is a huge bubble and huge space in this conversation.
mhm.
Also, a lot of silence. It's very calm and easily can be perceived as not moving fast enough, but it is actually. And both we are going to do this week exciting things. I'm going out of my comfort zone to be more in the field, maybe to share small, short sessions. You have a place where you give like your meditation sessions and you want to assist people to a training how to open a kush, but add a new extra level to it, not in the old fashioned way. So hey, we're just jumping into it, and I'm
Yeah.
going. I'm applied for a small extra 2-day job as well in a crystal shop where they sell all these beautiful products, and even we'll see how we'll
Yeah.
end up. I like to be more in the surroundings, just touch people by being you and
Mhm.
share your knowledge because I don't know it from a book. I simply touch and feel and know what a stone does bring. That's my way of communication. Let's see.
Yeah. And people are wanting after, being on lockdown and all that. Now they're craving that one-on-one, in-person
Exactly.
interaction. And what I see in my field here, people coming together in groups again and, just meeting and supporting each other on their journeys. And
Yeah, I did
so,
find as well because I started again with the hands-on sessions, and after I've been last year mostly training practitioners and being with Stargate and the Stargate groups and whatever. I'm finding back fun again in session, so let's see what will come through, what is asked. But I want to feel the connection and really can touch somebody. And yeah, I'm in the Netherlands, but yeah, my higher self communicates English. So it's still a question to me. Like, okay, that's because English is the most simple way to express simple. When I do it in Dutch, I need like 12 sentences to say the same thing. It's like when we see the Course of Miracles, when you see it in English, it's like this big, the book. When you see it in Dutch, it's like this big. It's like ridiculous. And it doesn't actually mean, the words do not so much mean. It's like the more we level up, the words and the meaning of words narrow all more that it is down. So eventually I would go into sounds and just light language or whatever, and just verbalize and pick up like some words and phrases people can understand to bring the message through. But it's not a message you want to hear, but what you should hear. So it's not always easy to get the messages through and accept them as they are.
Yeah. Won't it be nice someday when we don't have to use language? We'll all just be communicating with our minds, and
we still are capable too. And this is how we did find, hey, I met you on Maui. Would you ever thought we would met up in Maui and straight have that, I know you. So, hey, you never know where we're traveling to, and I would have preferred it to be this year already. But universe and leveling up had something different in mind. So it's not about wanting or being disappointed that it didn't work yet. Always trust you are right at the right place where you are at. And yeah, maybe there was some delay. In my case, I know there was, but it was my own stupid mistake or stupid choice, or so all good. All good. In the beyond, there is no time. There's only now. Okay,
right.
we're over 40 minutes, I guess. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, wrap it up. Just jump in strange. Just start off straight away, creating a field next week.
Yeah, and I'll put the link, since we talked about Bashar, we talked about Cryon, we talked about Vivian Chauvet. For people that aren't familiar, Stargate, I'll drop those links in the comments for the video when we post it. So
that's so funny. This is one where we come from. Integrity and loyalty and honoring there where the source came from in human form, we do value. And to see in our own reality, people do not always value us.
Yeah, it's not a competition.
So we gifted this. No, it's a co-creation, and everybody plays their role in what they have to bring. So thank you for saying that, and an extra add up.
And I'll put our links to our websites in case anyone wants to book a session or just explore more of what we do.
We're here to assist.
Yeah.
Thank you for this nice conversation.
Thank you.
Very silent, quiet space. Bye. I see you next week.
Bye.